lang, ari na ha. Go. Kaya mo na, girl. I believe in you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today we're going to talk about the sensory system of plants. So, like animals, plants also respond to stimulus. However, plant responses are simpler
And slower compared to those of animals. This is because they do not have specialized receptors like those found in animals. Plant responses to light. Plants produce food through photosynthesis, a process where light is indispensable. Other than photosynthesis, light influences many other physiological processes in plants, such as seed germination, flowering, and other critical developmental processes. For example, it can trigger photomorphogenesis, a term used for non-directional development responses of plants to light. It can result in change in form or flowering in some plants. It can also trigger phototropism, which is a directional plant growth response. So later on, we will discuss kung ano ang photomorphogenesis kag phototropism. Phytochrome. It is a pigment-containing protein, is present in plants as well as in green algae. It exists in twin inconvertible forms, PR or phytochrome red, which absorbs PR light rays at 660 nanometer, and PFR or phytochrome far red, which absorbs far red light rays at 730 nanometer. PR is inactive and is converted to PFR, the active form, when red photons of light are available. So, ang phytochrome muna siya ang wait lang dito. Phytochromes are found in cytoplasm where they are synthesized. And ang PR muna siya ang inactive form, which is kina-convert ng PR into PFR para maging active. So, ang presence ng PR kag PFR, it determines the flowering in long day and short day. First is ang seed germination nga ka-affect diri ang PFR. It is inhibited by far red light and stimulated by red PR light in many plants. This happens in the presence of light when PFR is converted to its inactive PR form. So, kung ang seed na-expose siya sa far red light, ang phytochrome, the phytochrome is turned off, which is ang PR. This prevents the seed from germinating. And when the seed is exposed to red light, phytochrome is turned on, which is ang PFR or ang active form. And gina-allow na ini ang PFR para mag-germinate ang seed. Second is ang shoot elongation. It is the result in etiolation and is explained by the absence of red light. These plants only become normal once they are exposed to red light, which increases the amount of PFR. Etiolated plants show long, weak stems and smaller leaves due to longer internodes. So, ang plants kung hindi siya naka-receive sang phytochrome far red, mag-result ina siya sa muning nga plant.
which
which
is
is
which is
which
called
is called
insulated
insulated
plants.
plants.
Mayara
Mayara
siya
ano
sang
siya sang
long
long
weak
weak
stems,
stems,
tas
tas
pale
pale
leaves
leaves
kag
kag
kamaiya leaves.
maiya leaves.
Etiolation
Etiolation
is a
is a
process that
process that
happens when
happens when
flowering
flowering
plants
plants
don't
don't
get
get
enough
enough
light.
light.
Kag
Kag
kung
kung
inimatabo ang
inimatabo ang
plant
plant
naga-stretch
naga-stretch
out
out
para
para
naga-stretch out
naga-stretch
ang
out ang
plant
plant
para
para
maka-reach siya
maka-reach siya
sang
sang
light
light
source.
source.
Next
Next
is the
is the
plant
plant
spacing.
spacing.
Both
Both
red
red
light
light
and
and
far
far
red
red
light
light
are
are
involved
involved
in
in
plant
plant
space.
space.
This
This
happens
happens
when
when
shading in
shading in
plants
plants
results in
results
an
in an
increase
increase
in
in
far
far
red
red
light
light
compared to
compared to
red
red
light.
light.
Good
When plant
afternoon.
Nice. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sir.
sir.
This
This
happens
happens
when
when
shading
shading
in
in
plants
plants
results
results
in
in
an
an
increase
increase
in
in
far
far
red
red
light
light
compared
compared
to
to
red
red
light.
light.
When
When
plants
plants
are
are
closer
closer
to
to
one
one
another,
another,
there
there
is
is
more
more
far
far
red
red
light,
light,
which
which
causes
causes
plants
plants
to
to
grow
grow
taller,
taller,
allowing
allowing
them
them
to get more which
which
causes
causes
plants
plants
to
to
grow
grow
taller,
taller,
allowing
allowing
them
them
to
to
get
get
more
more
sunlight
sunlight
than the
than the
rest.
rest.
So,
So,
ang
ang
plant
plant
spacing,
spacing,
it
it
is
is
very
very
essential
essential
kung
kung
mag-plant
mag-plant
kita
kita
since
since
nagka-compete
nagka-compete
sila
sila
sa
sa
ilang
ilang
mga
mga
nutrients
nutrients
nga
nga
na-receive.
na-receive.
So,
So,
so plant
plant
spacing
spacing
is
is
very
very
essential
essential
to
to
ensure
ensure
enough
enough
sunlight,
sunlight,
airflow, and
airflow, and
nutrient
nutrient
access for
access
each
for each
individual
individual
plant.
plant.
So,
So,
kung ang
kung ang
plants
plants
are
are
spaced
spaced
optimally,
optimally,
mayara
mayara
siya
siya
sang
sang
efficient
efficient
utilization
utilization
of
of
available
available
resources,
resources,
which
which
nag-allow
nag-allow
sa
sa
ilang
ilang
growth
growth
kag
kag
development.
development.
So,
So
we
we
have
have
to
to
ensure
ensure
that
that
each
each
plant
plant
receives
receives
the
the
sunlight
sunlight
it
it
needs
needs
for
for
photosynthesis.
photosynthesis.
And lastly, the phototropism. Ang phototropism naman, it is a directional response due to a directional stimulus like light. This includes the bending of young stems and other plant parts towards the source of light. So as we can see here, ang plant is mayara sang hormone which is called ang auxin. Ang auxin mo na siyang nag-aallow sa plants para mag magbend pareho sang plant nga pareho sang sunflower which nga nag-bend siya pakadto siya sa light source. So ang auxin mo na siya ang hormone nga nag-aallow sa plant para magbend. So it is a
A
chemical
chemical
nga
na
nag-send
nag-send
sang
sang
message
message
to
to
a
a
plant
plant
and
and
they
they
release
release
from
from
the
the
tip
tip
and
and
move
move
down the
down the
stem.
stem.
It
It
can
can
make
make
cell
cell
get
get
longer.
longer.
Na
Na
ang
ang
auxin
auxin
nag-accumulate
nag-accumulate
na
na
siya
siya
sa
sa
darker
darker
side.
side.
So
So
if
if
ang
ang
one
one
side
side
lang
lang
sang
sang
stem
stem
ang
ang
ma-receive
ma-receive
sang
sang
sunlight,
sunlight,
ang
ang
cells
cells
on
on
the
the
darker
darker
side
side
nag-accumulate
nag-accumulate
sang
sang
auxin
auxin
which
which
nag-grow
nag-grow
longer.
longer.
And
And it
it forced
forced
the
the
stalk
stalk
to
to
bend the
bend the
side.
side,
Nag-bend
nag-bend
siya
siya
sa
sa
side
side
until
until
the
the
top
top
of
of
the
the
stalk
stalk
is
is
pointing
pointing
towards
towards
the
the
light.
light.
Next is the plant responses to gravity. You will notice that the shoots always tend to bend upward and the roots downward as the plant struggle to recover. This response of the plant to gravitational force is called gravitropism. A plant shoot shows a negative gravitropic response. Its root shows positive gravitropic response. Stems bend away from the center of gravity, while roots move towards the center of gravity. Amyloplast or the plastid that contains starch sink towards the center of gravity and may be involved in sensing gravity in plants. So kung ang kung ang seed mag-germinate, ang root tip nakasense na siya sa gravity. And ang root tip nagapadalong na siya. Tas ang shoot naman nag-grows upward. Nag-grows upward towards the light. So, muna siyang ginatawag na gravitropism. It helps the root grow into the soil where it can find water and nutrients for the plant. And the shoot grows into the light for photosynthesis. So, ang gravitropism, muna siya ang kung paano ang plant nakasense kag nag-respond sa ilang environment. Next is the stigmotrophic and stigmonastic responses of plants are examples of growth responses to contact or touch. Stigmotropism is a directional growth response of a plant or a plant part in response to contact with an object like fence, wire, plant, or animal. An example of this is the twining of plants tendril to a solid object, such as a twig or fence. Stigmonasty is shown in the response of makahiya, mimosa pudica to touch. So, muna siya ang example sang stigmonasty kag stigmotropism. So, ang stigmotropism, muna siya ang growth response of plants to mechanical touch or physical contact. So, ang plants, naga-climb na siya sa vines para sining English ivy. And this adaptive response allows the ivy to climb surface such as walls and trees, which is naga-provide sa ila sang structural support kag sila sa light, which is naga-climb sila sa mga fence para makaget enough sila sa sunlight. And ang stigmonasty naman, which is periosinase ang makahiya kung tandugon mo, naga-close siya dayon. So, it is triggered by touch or physical contact. So, when the leaves of the sensitive plants are touched or disturbed, they exhibit a rapid and visible response by folding inward and drooping. This reaction is a result of changes in turgor pressure within the plant cells. This rapid leaf folding behavior is thought and it can potentially help the plant conserve water and reduce damages for external factors. Next is the plant responses to water and temperature. Plant responses are not only limited to growth responses, they also include the ability to cease growth when necessary or adaptation to short-term fluctuations in temperature.
Next is the seed dormancy. It is an adaptive measure in plants when environmental conditions are not favorable. Some seeds can stay dormant for hundreds of years in places with dry spells. Seed dormancy can be common. Water breaks the dormancy of seeds. Its availability indicates the conditions have already become favorable. So, ang ginatawag na seed dormancy is nga wala nagatubo ang plants kung hindi suitable ang environmental condition. Per use ng cherry seed which nag-undergo siya sa physiological dormancy where they require exposure to cold temperature, a process known as stratification before they can germinate. So, as we all know, nga ang cherry seed, wala diri nagatubo sa aton since hindi diri sang malamig. So, nagatubo lang na sila dito sa Japan, ang environmental conditions are favorable to them. Ang next naman is ang abscission. It is the shedding of leaves. It helps plants conserve water and energy. When temperature drops, plants need to shed their leaves to withstand the cold temperature. An abscission layer is formed between the stem and the base of the petiole of the leaf. So, ang abscission naman, muna siya ang process kung sa diin ang leaves nag-shed or ang fruits or ang flowers. So, per use dabi isang autumn. So, ang mga leaves dira, ang mga trees gali, ang ilang mga leaves naga-fall since these trees initiate the abscission process as a response to changing season. The reduction in sunlight triggers a decrease in chlorophyll production, causing the leaves to lose their green color. Since naga-change na ang season, magalagbong na ang leaves. Thank you!
Ay guys, may wala ka mga naintindihan. Sir, tapos na sir, si Trisha, sir.